Multiply each expression and simplify. In exercise A, we have the square root of 3 multiplied by the square root of 6 plus the square root of 5. Notice in that quantity we have a sum, so we will apply the distributive property. So then I can rewrite this as the square root of 3 times the square root of 6 plus the square root of 3 times the square root of 5. Square root of 3 times the square root of 6 is the same as the square root of 18. The square root of 3 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 15. Now we want to check these to see if we can simplify them. Now 18 has a perfect square factor of 9. So I can rewrite that 18, or the square root of 18, as the square root of 9 times 2. Square root of 15 doesn't have any perfect square factor, so I will leave it alone. Now breaking up that radical as the square root of 9 times the square root of 2. And then I still have the plus the square root of 15. Square root of 9 is 3. So I have 3 times the square root of 2 plus the square root of 15. Exercise B, I have the square root of 7 multiplied by the square root of a minus the square root of 7. Again, since we have a difference in this case, but again we will apply the distributive property. So I have the square root of 7 times the square root of a minus the square root of 7 times the square root of 7. The square root of 7 times the square root of a is the square root of 7a, and the square root of 7 times the square root of 7 is 7. 8 multiplied by the quantity 4 times the square root of 3 minus 5. Again, applying the distributive property, I'd have 8 times 4 times the square root of 3 minus 8 times 5. Now we have to be careful here. We have 8 times 4 times the square root of 3. So remember that there are implied multiplications here, and so we can regroup these. So what's happening here is I'm thinking of this as 8 times 4 times the square root of 3. And then 8 times 5 is just 40 on the second term. And so we have now 32 times the square root of 3 minus 40.